for people to hypnotize, they know that 85 out of 100 are going to be able to go into some level of trance.
Every day we are bombarded with shit. Some of us take a sip from the carton and spit. Some of us every hit, our skins harden a bit. But most of us are weak and become part of the ship. These companies don't give a shit if you are starving your kids, or your rent's overdue, or your car's in the pit. All they want is your last dollars, so we are targeted with dreams of a better life sucked in by marketers' gift. It's a marvelous lift, plastered on lager and chips, part of the trip they give us to escape this basket of shit they call freedom, just to drip to drain our hard-earned chips. Another scam is to keep our fence white and grass verge clipped. The bloodsuckers won't quit till our caskets are lit and their ashes are hipped. From the harbour bridge to where the barnacles live, to be a part of the fish and become like the mud we are bombarded all with.
54 channels of freedom, 54 channels of shopping and lies. This is your banner of treason, and this is a plan to propagandize. 54 channels of mind control, 54 channels of hell and prison. This is your scanner and line patrol, and this is your planet on television.
We're about as free as battery hands or chimpanzees in trees, freely scattered in pens. We are trapped in systems, we are cysts in a stem. We are mind controlled in binds and holes and blinded to them. Minds like drinking drugs that help us sink under rugs and blink at real issues, or make us think like thugs inside irrational stabbings, right smashings and grabbings, deranging our visions, keeping us chained in our prisons. Minds like fashion and fads, they're just a flash in the pan. We've been had, cash in hand, making trash for the can. Mind-numbing songs, we blindly hum along, the kinds I find that don't remind us something's wrong. Minds like hits and rents, which keep us stressed and tense and keep us locked in routines like perfect clocking machines. Minds like dramas and soaps, embalming hearts in a rope, draining more of their hope, constraining all of our scope. Minds like daily addictions, creating ailing afflictions. Caffeine with the stick of nicotine does the trick. Minds like religion in school set out to blunt the tools, brainwashing hundreds of fools to be happy dumb on the rules. How much of right is heard, how much of sight is blurred, how much of light is curved, how much of frightened herds, now clutching flightless birds, how much inciting words, remote control, now flush the mighty turd.
54 channels of freedom, 54 channels of shopping and lies. This is your banner of treason, and this is the plan to propagandize. 54 channels of mind control, 54 channels of hell and prison. This is your scanner and line patrol, and this is your planet on television.
They want you to believe that they are advising. I tend to see it as adverse eye sting. I'm lucky right here, I've got a place to vent. Others don't, all they have is a mind space to rent. Turn it on, pump up the strobe, send out the plunder probe, and stunt all growth within the frontal lobe. Don't undermine the shrine of the culture snake. It has come to mind your mind till it's an altered state. A flickering screen inducing phobias and passive hypnosis. A massive dosage of hopelessness, masses unfocused. If information is skewed, when information is viewed, it's time to inform the nation. The situation is screwed. And concerning children and their relation to food, the invitation is greater than the stations elude. Obese kids obsessed in this pyramid of imitation amidst increasing pressure to exist in a grid of information, and switching to televised lies of the media tyrants, deceiving our daily lives while feeding the violence. We all plug in before we even enter the schools, a cruel drug to ensure we easily bend to the rules. While they censor everything, we tease on fallacies, restricting experience and perceived reality, stunting language and brain development. Can we remain intelligent when entertainment is telecent and contains irrelevant files and facts, and violent acts, a pile of crap to distract and hack scattered minds, so a child reacts with excessive aggressive behavior and an attention deficit, a raised risk of depression and common sense suppressing. It halts emotional growth. I know the approach, leaders posing for votes, we're overdosing on rogues and the Vogue shows they promote. I'm slowly engrossed, it's choking my throat, time to throw the remote and expose all the quotes that are composed from the oath. I've seen a few pages between two ages. And Brzezinski plans to lead us from the screen into cages. Sleepwalking, mind of state, and heavily mind controlled. Cheap talking, blind awake, a cleverly timed assault. Ready, it's time to roll and take back control from these advanced transformers. Let's make that a goal. And smash the shrine that slows metabolism, expose the cataclysm and close up capitalism. Their television is to patrol the transmission, enhance the transmission and control the transition. So grab a chair and a couple of slabs of beer and tune in to view your 20,000 ads a year.
Television is a massive mass hypnotist to the global mind. And what happens is it is implanting a belief in reality. Then, once we take on that belief, when information enters the eyes, we edit it on the basis of that belief.
What we see, what we hear, and what we read is being controlled by fewer and fewer large multinational corporations.
There is an illusion of choice that's maintained when you can have 100 channels on your cable system, and the owners are a handful, 5, 6 different companies.
More channels are great, but when they're all owned by the same people, cable doesn't advance localism, editorial diversity, and competition.
If the information that you get from your mainstream media is misinformation or disinformation or even a lie, then common sense will tell you that the opinion is an extension of the lie. Now, unfortunately, America, and indeed the rest of the world, is getting information that's being massaged, it's being spun, it's being prepared for them for consumption.
What the global population is subjected to, suffering from, is actually literally mass hypnosis.
54 channels of freedom, 54 channels of shopping and lies. This is your panel of treason, and this is the plan to propagandize. 54 channels.